Hello everyone, welcome to Mr. H Math Lab. This video is for 8th grade student. Today is Friday, February 7, 2020. We're gonna go over Quizette Day 4, Day 5, CAS Practice. The ALEKS 4-5, 4-6 and 4-7 are new assignment that's gonna due next Friday. For today, the assignment that will be due is 4-3 Part 1, Part 2, and 4-4 will be closed by midnight on Friday, which means today. For the 3 days weekend, again, there's no school on Monday, so you're gonna have 3 days weekend. Make sure you redo your practice test as many times as you can. Try to get 100% on the practice test. That will help you do your test better on Tuesday. Again, this is I give you the chance to study. If you have any question, you can text me through the remind. I will try my best to answer your question. Alright, we're gonna go over Quizette 4. Julie is moving. She rents a truck for $20 and there's additional $1 for each mile that she drives. How much will it cost her to move to LA, which is 90 miles away from 90 miles away? So the equation is y equal to mx plus b. Same thing on the test. The first thing you're gonna write down is y equal to mx plus b. Okay, that's the only thing that we learned this chapter. So slope, we're gonna looking for the keyword each, every, and per. So this is each. There's additional $1. Keep in mind that they use the word $1. They didn't use the number. So do not assume on numbers that's gonna be your slope. You have to read the context and make sure you understand what's going on. So $1 for each mile. That will be 1x plus b is the beginning. So she ran the truck for $20. That's his beginning fee. That is the base fee without any miles of driving. Okay, so B is $20. Now they say that how much does it cost her to drive to LA, which is 90 miles away. So all we have to do is plug it in place of X. That will be 1 times $90. Sorry, 1 times 90 miles plus 20. So that will be 90 plus 20 is $110. Okay, so now for the ALEKS question purpose, they will ask you to write an equation. So what they want is this part, y equal to 1x plus 20, and make sure you pay attention on the variable. Sometimes they ask you to use a different variable that you have to replace x and y by whatever they ask you to do. And the second thing is, read this word problem. Make sure you understand it. Sometimes it's really common sense. They say that you have to pay $1 for each mile. So 90 miles, you definitely pay $90, which the initial base fee is $20. So 90 plus 20 is $110. Sometimes you don't have to do the math problem to figure out the answer, because sometimes it's just really obvious. Alright, now problem 2, f of x equal to negative x plus 10. So they ask you, what if they give you f of 3, if I give you x is 3, can you find the corresponding y value? So the answer is yes. So f of x has a different name is y, and negative 4. All they want you to do is plug in 3 in place of x plus 10. So negative 4 times 3 is negative 12 plus 10. That will give you negative 2. 3, negative 2. We do the same for 0. So they want you to plug in 0. Y equal to negative 4 times 0 plus 10. Negative 4 times 0 is 0 plus 10. That will give you 10. So corresponding to x is 0. Y value is 10. And next one, y equal to negative 4 times negative 1 plus 10. So that will give you positive 4 plus 10, which is 14. So corresponding to negative 1 is 14. You have 2 questions like this on your test. So basically all you need to do is plug in the x value and see the corresponding y value. That's it. Alright, number 3, find the slope. Actually write an equation for this. So when you see a table, there's 2 ways to find slope. You can either use the pattern of the x and y. Let's say if I use the pattern here, and you see that the x value increasing by 1, Negative 2 plus 1 give you negative 1. Negative 1 plus 1 give you 0. 0 plus 1 give you 1. And the pattern on this side, 4, 3, 2, 1. So basically you minus 1 each time. So slope is the change in y over change in x. So in this case, change in y is negative 1 and change in x over 1. So that will be negative 1. So slope m is negative 1. Now b is the y-intercept, which is 0, 2. So your b is 2 in this case. b is 2. So the equation, y equals to mx plus b, whereas m, we just use the pattern, is negative 1x, and b is 2 because of 0, 2. That is your starting point. Okay, some of you may pick any 2 points out of 4. You're going to use the slope intercept, y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. That is another way to go. Pick the way that you feel comfortable with. It doesn't matter whatever way you choose, because slope's a slope. If you do it right, you should get the same answer. Alright, we're heading down to Quizette Day 5, and then we're going to turn the Quizette in. Suzanne is putting money into a saving account. She started with $1,000 in saving account, and each month she adds $500. How much will she save in a year? Okay, same equation. Y equal to mx plus b. Slope, go with each, every, per. I hope that by now you will remember that, because on the CAS test you may see the same thing. Slope is each, every, and per. So each month she adds $500. So that is something increasing consistently each month. So that will be 500x plus b is the beginning. The term giveaway the beginning is C starts with $1,000. That's where she begin with. And bring down the y. Okay, so how much will she save in a year? So a year is 12 months. They use the term each month. Pay attention on the unit of the timeline. So they use the month. How much she save in a year, which means 12 months. Okay, so you're gonna plug in 12 in place of x. So that will be 500 times 12 plus 1,000. 500 times 12, that will be 60 with 2 zeros, so 6,000 plus another 1,000. That will give me $7,000. So in 1 year, she can save $7,000. Alright, now we're going to look at problem 2. f of x can be written in terms of y equal to negative 2x minus 1. They give you x is negative 3, so they want you to replace x by negative 3. So negative 2 times negative 3 minus 1. That will be 6 minus 1, which is 5. Then we're going to plug in 0. Y equal to negative 2 times 0 minus 1. So negative 2 times 0 is 0, minus 1 is negative 1. So 0, negative 1. Excuse me. Then we're going to plug in 3. Y equal to negative 2 times 3 minus 1. So negative 2 times 3 is negative 6, minus 1, y equal to negative 7. Okay, and that's it for number 2. We're heading to number 3. So you also see this something like this on your test. So find the slope is pattern. When you see slope is pattern, they tell you something increasing and decreasing consistently, which the term you use to here is rise over run. It's just about the pattern. So it's based on the x value. You see that it's increasing by 1. So basically you're adding 1. The y value increasing by 35. 0 plus 35 is 35. 35 plus 35 is 70. 70 plus 35 is 105. So slope is delta y over delta x. So basically it's just the difference in y, y2 minus y1 is 35. And different in x is x2 minus x1 is 1. That's give you 35. Now b, the y-intercept, is the beginning. So x is 0, y is 0, so your b is 0. Y equal to mx plus b. Y equal to 35x plus 0. That's it. We've been practiced a lot for your test question. Those are test questions. I hope that you study during the 3 days weekend. So go ahead, write your name on the quizette and pass this forward. We're gonna turn this in. When you're done, take out your CAS handout. We're gonna work on the next 2 problems. I believe next 2 problems, and then we turn that in as well. Sorry about that.
Hush.
Hello everyone, welcome to Mr. H Math Lab. This video is for 8th grade students, and we are on CAS Countdown, Week 18, Problem 3. The table shows the approximate populations of 4 capital cities in the United States. Write the correct city to make each statement true. We have the table. The first row is a city. We have Augusta, Maine, Cheyenne, Wyoming, Jackson, Mississippi, Montpelier, Vermont, and follow that is their population. So the first statement is the population of something is about 1/3 population of Jackson. So the 1/3 here tell me to give me an idea about the ratio, to talk about the ratio of 2 cities population. So we see that the population of a city, there's some city that we don't know which one, over the population of Jackson. Okay, so as we know, based on the table, the population of Jackson is 3 to the 11 power. Alright, and the population of a city on top, which we're looking for, after we do some kind of math reduce the math problem, we should end up with 1/3. So my question for you is, what number should I put on top so that is divided by 3 to the 11 power give you 1/3? Excuse me. So if you say that the answer is 3 to the 10 power, you was right. 3 to the 10 power. So we have 3 to the 10 over 3 to the 11. Okay, if you write them all out, you will see that 3 times 3, 10 times. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And at the denominator is 3, 11, number 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Then each of them divide out, give you 1. 3 divided by 3 is 1. So the remainder on top going to be 1, and the leftover at the bottom or at the denominator going to be 3. So the population that have 3 to the 10 power, the city that have population is 3 to the 10 power is Cheyenne. So my answer for the first statement going to be Cheyenne. Alright, number 2. The population of is about 3 times the population of Montpelier. So it's the same idea. There's a city, population of city over the population of Montpelier. So we know Montpelier is given is 3 to the 8 power. Okay, so it's 3 to the 8 power. What should be on top so that your final answer is going to be 3 only? Okay, so take a second, think about it. What should it be on top so that the final answer is going to be 3? Okay, if you say the answer is 3 to the 9 power, you are right. Okay, so it's the same idea like we did on top. We're gonna write down all the 3. 3 to the 9 power is 3 times 3 times 3. 2, 6, 7, 8, 9, and the bottom you have 8. 2 more, and the same concept, they all divide out. So as left over is 1 number 3, that is our answer. So the CD that have 3 to the 8 power is, 3 to the 9 power is Augusta. Augusta is the answer for the second statement. Now last one, the population of something is about 27 times population of something else. Ooh, 27 times. Okay, so as we see, the big idea here is all 3 multiply each other, right? So 27 can be rewritten as 3 times 3 times 3. That is 3 to the 3rd power. Okay, now I want you try this really quick. Think in your head, what population of what CD over the other CD, that's your final answer going to be 3 to the 3rd power. Okay, so what should be on top and what should be at the bottom? Alright, so now we're going to look at the answer. 3 to the 9 power. Okay, 3 to the 10, if you subtract them, you have 3 to the 1st power, is not what we're looking for. 3 to the 9 to 3 to the 11, if you subtract them, 11 minus 9 is 2, so that's not our answer. 3 to the 8, if you subtract them, you will have 3 to the 1st power or 3 to the negative 1, so that's not what we're looking for either. So we're going to skip Augusta. Augusta, not a possible answer. Now we compare 310 and 311. You have 3 to the 1st, that doesn't work. 310 and 3 to the 8, if you subtract them, you will have 3 to the 2nd power. It doesn't work either. So let's go down to the last CD, is the Jackson, Mississippi. 3 to the 11, subtract 3 to the 8. 11 minus 8 will give you 3. So that is 2 CDs that we're looking for. 3 to the 11 divided by 3 to the 8. Okay, so you can either list them all out like the last 2 example, or you can use the quotient rule of the power. 3 to the 11 minus 3 to the 8 will give you 3 to the 3rd power, and that's what we're looking for. 3 to the 11 is the Jackson, population of Jackson City, and 3 to the 8 the population of Montpelier. Okay, so Montpelier. Alright, so we have Jackson here and Montpelier at the second part. Alright, that pretty much it for today. Thank you everyone for watching, and see you on the next video.